Give me a minute. I'll be here. I'll be with you. Checking connection. And we are live again. And what is it? Of course, it's coffee time. And we're gonna discuss your thoughts while having coffee. Sorry I'm late, but I was taken today. I'm gonna explain to you. And look at this. Do you like the style today? Again, from Limassol, from my daughter's closet. Every day something new. My closet is increasing, and it's payback time for all the days they were lost in my closet and in my accessories. Cheers to you. Hope you're enjoying your day and having a great afternoon. Let me know whether you're hearing me well or not, and we're gonna start shortly. I love this mug. It says, "Be nice to everybody on your way up." It's truly a beautiful statement. And at the bottom it says, "You might meet them on the way down." Well, welcome to this afternoon's chit chat from Limassol. A beautiful windy weather here and extremely hot. A new gadget today from my daughter's closet, her gilet or something cotton to throw on in the very windy weather. I like it, although it does not match the rest of my clothes, but it's okay, I'm enjoying it. We are on day 2 towards the 2K. Post 2000, we are still at 1002, but we are gonna get there, and we're gonna get there together. Apologies for being late today. I know I was supposed to join in the morning, but actually I was on a cooking spree. I love the kitchen, and once I access any kitchen, you know how I get lost. I had a great recipe that I tried, and that is the dough. I made dough without specific ingredient. It was like worked by the touch, and it was really delicious. It was made of white flour, whole wheat flour, and I used a tablespoon of oil, a tablespoon of salt, and a tablespoon of bicarbonate, and of course the most important ingredient is to cook with love. And I'm telling you, when I put the dough inside the microwave first, and then I took it on the skillet, it raised and it split and it had like bubbles. It was so yummy. I would love to have it with pizza. So for those interested, I can share with you the ingredient later, and you can write them down, and I'm sure it will be, you're gonna love it. Today we're gonna talk about a topic that is extremely important, and this is, the topic is self-growth. Why is self-growth important? Because like it's something you do for yourself. You don't always need to wait for someone to prepare activities for you to grow. And many of you, if you work in specific institution, sorry, the institution does not provide workshop for you for self-growth, for leadership, for management, although I believe, or for communication skills, or for conflict resolution, and those are very important topics that should be applied on a monthly basis, I believe, in every institution to help people develop themselves. anyways, it will develop the department, it will develop the institution, because it will be a one task force moving forward. But unfortunately, it does not happen. Based on that, and according to the topic we started yesterday, and that is how to care for yourself and work on yourself, yesterday I asked everyone to do a specific activity, and that it was to take a half an hour break of the day and take it for you. I asked you to sit down and relax, to sit in the void, to try to focus on you, knowing that once you sit down, and specifically if you are someone who is active, someone with kids, someone with a husband, with a partner, with a lover, with whatever, you always dedicate your time to others. What I wanted is I wanted you to sit alone and take that time for you to self-reflect. I know that most of the times we reflect, we sink in to extended ideas and feelings that we prefer not to hear about or think about, but it is important to take that moment, because eventually, as you do in yoga, when you start yoga, if you ever do yoga, when you start taking the classes of yoga, the first time you sit, you just pretend to sit in position, okay, whatever, do whatever you want, but really you will be looking around, and this is the same thing. You will not be focusing on your inner thought. To reach your inner thought, to reach your inner feelings, to reach all those, it takes a while, and this is why we said that we're gonna start with the half an hour. So this half an hour, please, I would like to ask all of you to keep on taking it throughout the week, because I do believe it is extremely important for all of you. We need, personally, if you recall, I said yesterday that I feel guilty when I'm sitting and not being productive towards the surrounding, towards the family, towards the kids, towards the husband, the whatever, everything. So therefore, it is an exercise that we need to start, and we're gonna move forward with it next week with the changes. So please keep on trying to sit down and take this half an hour and try to eliminate every thought of your mind. Try to relax, try to just look at the void, and try to get yourself to free your mind from all the thoughts. So today's activity is about self-growth. What are we gonna do? Why is self-growth important? Self-growth is very important because this is the time that you work on yourself. If you look around you if you work, and if you look around you, and whether you work or you don't work, look at the people around you. You have the people that do many tasks, those that are really interested in doing many things, and going into different offices and doing different tasks at the same time, and as we say, they don't mind their business. They try to interfere in other offices to see how the business goes. And you have the people that go, those that go to work from 8 to 5 or 9 to 6, and they specifically do their job, okay, and then come back home. Those people, they live without expectation. They are self-content. They are happy with the level they have reached in life, and to them, they don't seek personal development. They don't seek, what's important to them is to provide the food at the table, so to say, at the end of the month, and to be comfortable. I am not one of those people. I am someone, I do believe that it is important, whether you want to develop on a career level or not, I do believe that self-growth is very important. That's why what we need to do today, we need to put a small activity. And hello everyone, and welcome to today's Thoughts While Having Coffee. I'm talking to you from Cyprus. It's day 2 on our activities towards the 2K posts, and I'll be really thankful if you tell me where are you joining from, which country, if you can, or else post it later. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the self-growth. Irrelevant whether you have an interest in growing at work where you are or not, self-growth is something you do for you. What we need to do is put a short-term goal that will be defined and assessed within a month max. And we need to, I would like you to have what we call a diary. I love diaries because I feel diaries are the only safe secret keepers. I always had a diary, and I still have a diary somewhere, although when I'm talking to you, I'm throwing all my thoughts outside. But I feel it's important to have a diary where you save the little notes for you. I would like you to take that diary and write something. First, you need to, this is what's going to happen. First, you need to write today, and when do you want to assess your goal, whether it is in like 3 weeks or a month. And then we're going to put little goals for every step. Let's say, I'm going to give you an example. My goal is to lose 3 kilos this month, okay? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say that week 1, I'm gonna cut on the bread. Week 2, I'm gonna cut on, thank you. Week 2, I'm gonna cut on the sweets. Week 3, I'm gonna cut on whatever, fruits, or like, depending what I'm gonna do. And then throughout this week, I'm gonna write a specific note towards my goal. Whether I did it or not, it is the purpose is not a daily goal. The purpose is a global achievement, which means that what's important is that by the end of the 3 weeks or the month, to see how you achieved your goal, whether you did achieve your goal or not, and take it to the next step. Now, I gave the example of self-growth. Okay, I put a short goal that is my health, is like being healthy. Probably your self-growth, hold on, sorry, I don't know what happened here. Stay with me. Okay, apologies for that. My self-growth goal could be related to communication, the way I communicate with my colleagues. Probably I'm an introvert, and I don't easily express my words or make friends. So how I'm gonna get out of my self to go reach my goal? You have to look it up. You have to decide that probably every day you're gonna decide to have a cup of coffee with somebody. You have to initiate a conversation with somebody. You have to initiate a cup of coffee, or inviting somebody, or initiate a conversation, or like different things, until or like probably go talk to your superior, to your boss at work, or like speak up your opinion, speak up your idea. It is not easy to reach your goal, but self-growth is something you must work on, whether you like it whether you are doing it to develop yourself on a career level or not. This is something personal. Each one of you, while sitting taking this little break today, the half an hour break that you owe to yourself, irrelevant who needs you, your wife, your husband, your kids, your dog, you need to take the dog for a walk or like anything, I want you to take that half an hour break, sit down and try to empty your mind from every thought that is positive or negative. Just try to live the void you're gonna see. Like, and as I said yesterday, like you need to, even if you're gonna look through a see-through glass, you need to be able to see nothing, to see beyond, to clear your mind of everything. So this is the first activity. Still work on the half an hour that is for yourself between today until next week, and next week we will develop that, and we're gonna work on self-growth. Remember, when we say self-growth, if you want to talk about like on a career level, it is important to connect with people at the same level of growth that you want to reach. Let's say you want to develop yourself on a career level. Let's say you are okay, I'm going to give the example I started with, and that is being a chef. Okay, as I said today, I apologize because I came at a wrong time, at not the right time. But first, as you all noticed, I am not someone who is classical. I hate routine. I always like change. I feel that change is very nurturing to me. I think change will give me power, will give me energy, will nurture my creativity, and I can always like move forward with my life, no matter how down I am, how I'm going through like unpleasant events in my life. I feel that change is always important. Although, as most of you know, that I've been living in a suitcase for like probably a month by now, but really I'm enjoying it so much, because I am someone who finds positive things wherever I am. I am someone who who's very intrinsically motivated. I can just like push myself to do something, and I am someone who's very creative. I'm someone who's resilient. And as we said yesterday, I asked you yesterday to say something positive about yourself. Give me your strengths, give me a good quality about you. And this is something as well very important. If you cannot see the positive and your strengths, you cannot reveal it to others. And this is as well something you should always work on. Be proud of who you are. Like when I see people's CVs and see that they're not really, it's not really revealing their personal values, I always tell them, tell me something good about you. Tell me your values. If people cannot see their values, it's really difficult. Anyways, so for me, because I'm someone who loves cooking, okay, I try always to host different chefs, because I feel that people exchange ideas, and sometimes because I am the kind of person I am, and I like to try new things, and I'm not fearing of something new. And this is something you should always have faith that something new will give you new opportunities. And this is why I invite you. Let's say your self-growth is related to being an entrepreneur. What you should do, you should speak to people who have succeeded reaching their goal. Don't get yourself down when they brag about their success. Don't let yourself go down, because instead take from them the pride they see in themselves, and try to follow the steps. And this is as well something we all need to do. We don't have to be copycats, no, because as I said yesterday, the train that passes every day from the same stations, you will meet on it every day different people. So time that is past is gone. What this entrepreneur did to succeed, you're going to benefit from him or her, but your creativity will take you to another position. So what are we gonna do today? We're gonna take a moment, the half an hour, to relax. That half an hour will be for us to relieve ourselves from all the stress until we reach the next phase next week that we're gonna be discussing. And we're gonna find a short-term goal that we're gonna put it within 3 weeks or a month, and get a diary and write the steps we do daily, whether we are happy with their result or not, and to reach our goal. I'm gonna give you an example. I started my diet, okay? My goal is to have a healthy diet within those 3 weeks. I started my diet, but of course I was in the kitchen and I had the dough ready, and I did the dough one time with the cheese, one time with ham, one time with hot dog, one time with meat, one time with za'atar. If you know what za'atar is, it's thyme. And then of course, who wouldn't love a piece of dough with the chocolate and some nuts on top and whatever. So do I break my diet? No, just finish what you're eating, enjoy it, and move forward. It is not easy to work on self, but what's important is to set the goal, 1, and 2, to move forward, 3, not to be disappointed if we have a little setback that would take place here and there. So until we meet tomorrow, I'm gonna go take my half-hour break, sit down and enjoy my coffee. I hope you do the same, and we will meet tomorrow. Bye.